Good morning, friends. I, Afrin Sayed, welcome you all to the virtual class learning for the subject English for the Standard 8th. In our previous class, we did the revision of the Unit 1, the lesson, the best Christmas gift, and the poem, The Cricket and the Ant. Now, in this class, we are going to move to our next lesson. Now, before moving to our next lesson, there are some pictures. As you can see, these are the headlines of the newspaper, or one more picture was there. The first picture which was there, it is the headlines of the newspaper Hindustan Times. And the headline is Morning After Christmas Tsunami Smashes Asia. Second picture shows the big giant waves of the ocean coming towards the land part and hitting the roads and the huge buildings. The third picture is of the advertisement headline of the newspaper City Express. Tsunami hits Chennai. Over 132 people dead, thousands homeless. And the last picture is of the newspaper Hindu, and the headline is The Tsunami Kills Thousands Across Nations. In all these four pictures, what you can see, there is one word common, and that one word is tsunami, a kind of a natural disaster which is there. And this is our next lesson name, tsunami. The lesson name, as you can see, the tsunami. Now you can see the two maps are given over there of two islands of India, Andaman Island and Nicobar Island. Now, what is island? You all know that a land part which is covered all the side from the water, that is called island. So here two islands which they have given, and even those islands also the small parts which are there. First is Andaman Island. Andaman Island, the small parts which are there is North Andaman, Middle Andaman, Lower Andaman, Port Blair, Andaman Sea, Little Andaman. And the Nicobar Island which is there, it also has a small parts. Car Nicobar, Terasa, Cashel, Little Nicobar, Non Cowrie, and Great Nicobar. These are the small uh, islands which all together make form a group and is called as Nicobar Island and Andaman Island. And these are located, as you can see in the map, next to it only the blue dot is there and the arrow is shown over there. So this place the two islands are located. Now why we, the lesson name is tsunami, but we are talking about these two islands. What is the connection between them, that tsunami and these two islands, that we will see in this lesson. First we will see what is tsunami actually. So tsunami is a very large and powerful wave caused by earthquake under the sea. Now you all must have heard the word earthquake. What is earthquake? When there was a movement in the inner layer of the surface of the inner layer of the earth's surface, when they started moving, so there was a movement on the earth's surface also, and because of that what happened, many buildings and huge buildings, walls, houses and everything get collapsed, and many people lost their life also because of that. So that is a natural disaster which happens on the land part. Now same earthquake happen in the ocean also. When the ocean layers inner inside the water also, there are some layers in the ocean, and when there is a more movement, very high movement in the layers of those ocean, so what happened, the water level get very high, it reaches very high, and it tries to come out across the ocean, it tries to come beyond the boundaries, and it tries to enter into the land part, that is called tsunami. Now, on 26 December 2004, a tsunami hit Thailand and parts of India, such as the Andaman and Nicobar Islands and the Tamil Nadu coast. Here are some stories of courage and survival. Now, on 26 December 2004, also, tsunami occurs, and it happens in many part of Asia, Thailand, Andaman Nicobar Island, and the coastal area of Tamil Nadu. Now as I show you the some newspaper headlines, this was that headlines which was there is actually headlines of the newspaper after the tsunami occurs in 2004. How it have killed many people, and how the people suffer from this. But in this also there are some stories which you are going to see in this lesson of the people who are very brave, courageous people, as well as the survival, those people who struggle a lot to save their life and they still survive. And even some people also who lost their life by helping the others also we will see. So one by one there are many stories which we are going to see in this lesson, the incidents which are there, these are the actually the real incidents, so that we are going to go through in this lesson. Now, did one question also they ask over there, did animals sense that a tsunami was coming? That we will see. The answer we will get after going through the lesson. What is the answer actually of this question, that actually the animal sense the tsunami was coming or not? That we will see after going through all the stories which are there. Now the first story which they have given is about uh, now see, first what they mention is these stories are all from the Andaman and Nicobar archipelago. Now, archipelago, what they have mentioned here is actually a group of islands. Like when we saw the map of Andaman and Nicobar Island, they are the small islands which are there, which have given the different names. So, this tsunami occurs in these two islands. When the tsunami hits these two islands, so the how the people survive over there, or how the people suffer, those people stories we are going to see in this lesson, the people those who belong to this Andaman and Nicobar island. Now in between they have given one picture also, you can see this is the real picture after the tsunami. You can see everywhere the water is there, no houses, no buildings we can see, only the few trees are there. And even the four wheeler also you can see it is going in the water only. Fully everywhere water is there, no human being we can see. There is a lot of uh, loss of the property of the people and everything that time. Now, moving back to the stories, the first story is of Ignatius. Ignatius was the manager of a cooperative society in Kashal. His wife woke him up at 6 a.m. because she felt an earthquake. Ignatius carefully took his television set off its table and put it down on the ground so that it would not fall and break. Then the family rushed out of the house. When the tremor stopped, they saw the sea rising. In the chaos and confusion, two of his children caught hold of the hands of their mother's father and mother's brother and rushed in the opposite direction. He never saw them again. His wife was also swept away. Only the three other children who came with him were saved. Now, the first story which they have mentioned is of a Kashal Island of and Nicobar Island. Is the story of a manager of a cooperative society. Now, what happened before tsunami? That in the morning at 6 o'clock, the manager wife woke him up because she felt that something is going on. She felt the movement of earthquake, and so Ignatius, what he did, he carefully took off his television from the table and put it down on the ground so that it would not fall and break because of the movement of the earth. And then the family rushed out of the house because they felt that earthquake is there, so that's why they started rushing out of the house. When the tremor stopped, when the movement of the earth stopped, they saw that the sea level is rising. it, the water level is rising very high. In the chaos and confusion, in the chaos and confusion is actually, it is about the chaos and confusion of the waves here it is showing, that the waves are very confused and in a very loud voice they are rising and they are moving from their place. Confusion they are showing, they are using as if to show that the waves get confused actually where to move, where to float. Now, this manager was there when they were trying to run out of the house. So two of the children of manager, what they did, they hold the hand of the grandfather and the uncle and they ran in the opposite direction and they never came back. He didn't saw them back again, and even his wife also swept away in the water along with the waves of the water. Only the three children who came with him were saved. So the manager and his three children were saved, remaining all the family members lost their life. They swept away with the Waves of the ocean. Now, one more story they have given is of Sanjeev. Sanjeev was a policeman serving in the Ketchel Island of the Nicobar group of islands. He somehow managed to save himself, his wife, and his baby daughter from the waves. But then he heard cries for help from the wife of John, the guest house cook. Sanjeev jumped into the water to rescue her, but they were both swept away. Now, this is again one more story from the same island, but this is the story of a policeman. That when he came to know about the tsunami, what he did, he managed to save himself, his wife, and his daughter also. But at the same time, when they were rushing out, they saw someone crying for the help, and the crying for the help was by the wife of a cook living in the guest house. And Sanjeev, being a policeman, what he felt that it is his duty to save. What he did, he jumped into the water to rescue that lady, to rescue her. But what happened, the waves are with so much force it was coming, that it took both of them with them, they both swept away. In this way, Sanjeev, who was trying to perform his duty, fulfilling his duty and trying to save the people life, he lost his life as well in this incident. Now, the next incidents we will see is of a 13-year-old Meghna was swept away along with her parents and 77 other people. She spent 2 days floating in the sea, holding on to a wooden door. 11 times she saw relief helicopters overhead, but they did not see her. She was brought to the shore by a wave and was found walking on the seashore in a daze. Now, the girl story which was there, it's a small girl, 13-year-old girl, along with her parents and 77 other people. She also swept away in the water. But what she did, one wooden door was floating on the water. She kept a hold of it, and she was on that only. She was floating over the on that wooden door only, and for 2 days she was over there. From the upper side, the helicopters were going on for the relief to try to rescue the people alive, but the helicopter didn't saw the girl, and even the girl was not able to ask for the help also. This way she was 2 days spent over there, and after 2 days, because of the waves which comes near the shore, she also came near the seashore, getting being in a daze, in a surprise manner or in a shock manner. She came in towards the shore, and in this way Meghna was survived in this incident. Now, the another story was of Almaz Javed. Was 10 years old. She was a student of Carmel Convent in Port Blair, where her father had a petrol pump. Lila's home was in Nancowry Island. The family had gone there to celebrate Christmas. When the tremors came early in the morning, the family was sleeping. Alma's father saw the sea water recede. He understood that the water could come up and tried to rush them to a safer place. As they ran, her grandfather was hit on the head by something and he fell down. Her father rushed to help him. Then came the first giant wave that swept both of them away. Alma's mother and aunt stood clinging to the leaves of a coconut tree. Calling out to her, a wave uprooted the tree and they too were washed away. Alma saw a log of wood floating. She climbed onto it. Then she fainted. When she woke up, she was in a hospital in Carmorta. From there, she was brought to Port Blair. The little girl does not want to talk about the incident with anyone. She is still traumatized. Now, one story of a little girl, 10 years old Almaz Javed. She actually belonged to Port Blair. She lives over there and she is studying in a school. Her father was working over there in a petrol pump. But they came to that Nancowry Island to this is the place of her mother's home. So they actually came over there to celebrate Christmas. And this family was also sleeping early in the morning when the tremors came. Tremors actually the movement of the earthquake, when sudden movement was there, when we felt that everything was getting shake. So that movement was there. So early morning, Alma's father saw the sea water also recede. That the movement was there in the water. So he understood that the water would come rushing back with a great force. So Alma's father realized the condition that time, and seeing the sea water level, he felt that he should better run away from there. So what he did, he woke up every family and they all tried to rush away from there to a safer place. So when they were trying to rush away from trying to move to the safer place, what happened, Alma's grandfather got hit on the head by something and he fell down. So Alma's father rushed to help his grandfather, and by that time only a big giant wave came and they both washed away in that. Alma's father also and even grandfather also. Now after that, Alma's mother was there and even aunt was there. They what they both were doing, they were climbing to the leaves of a coconut tree. That means they were holding the leaves of a coconut tree so that they cannot go somewhere with the water. But what happened, the wave came with so much force that it uprooted the tree also, and they too were washed away. So along with the tree only, they also washed away in the water. Now only Almas was remaining. What Almas saw was a log of wood which was there, which was floating. Would actually float on the water. So when the log of wood was floating, what Almas did, she climbed onto it and she fainted over there. Fainted over there means how becoming little bit unconscious, not knowing what is actually going on. So she become fainted over there, and when she woke up, she realized that she was in the hospital, and from there she was brought to Port Blair again, back to her home. And this little girl, she lost everybody. She lost her parents and grandparents and everybody in this incident, and she became alone. And this incident was very painful for the girl. It was like a very, she is still traumatized. That means she is still in shock and she is still distressed about this incident, that she don't want to even discuss about this incident only. Now after that, you can see they have given the comprehension check about whether to say true or false. Ignatius lost his wife, two children, his father-in-law and his brother-in-law in the tsunami. Whether it's a true or false, that we have to see. Next is Sanjeev made it to safety after the tsunami by a relief helicopter. Fourth, Alma's father realized that a tsunami was going to hit the island. And the last is, her mother and aunts were washed away with the trees that they were holding on to. So what you have to do after going through the lesson, part 1 of the lesson, that you have to identify whether the given statements are true or false. Now we will move to the second part of the story, second part of the lesson. Here also some stories are there. Now, story is Tilly Smith, a British schoolgirl, was able to save many lives when the tsunami struck Phuket beach in Thailand. Though she has won a number of awards, her parents have not allowed their daughter to be interviewed on television and made into a heroine. Why do you think they took that decision? Now this is the story. Till now we have saw the story of the two islands, Andaman Island and the Nicobar Island. But tsunami didn't came only in two islands, it came in Thailand also. So here the story of a one girl whose name is Tilly Smith. She is a British girl, school girl, and she was able to save many people alive in a Phuket beach in Thailand. Now how she did it, that we are going to see through the story. But because of courage or bravery, she has won the number of awards also. But her parent didn't allow her to be interviewed by anybody. Now what is the incident? Here is a story from Thailand. The Smith family from southeast England were celebrating Christmas at a beach resort in southern Thailand. Tilly Smith was a 10-year-old school girl. Her sister was 7 years old. Their parents were Penny and Colin Smith. It was 26 December 2004. Deadly tsunami waves were already on their way. They had been triggered by a massive earthquake off northern Sumatra earlier that morning. The water was swelling and kept coming in. Penny Smith remembered The beach was getting smaller and smaller. I didn't know what was happening. But Taylor Smith sensed that something was wrong. Her mind kept going back to a geography lesson she had taken in England just 2 weeks before she flew out to Thailand with her family. Tilly saw the sea slowly rise and start to foam, bubble, and form whirlpools. She remembered that she had seen this in class in a video of a tsunami that had hit the Hawaiian Islands in 1946. Her geography teacher had shown her class the video and told them that tsunamis can be caused by earthquakes, volcanoes, and landslides. Tilly started to scream at her family to get off the beach. She talked about an earthquake under the sea. She got more and more hysterical, said her mother, Penny. I didn't know what a tsunami was, but seeing my daughter so frightened, I thought something serious must be going on. Tilly's parents took her and her sister away from the beach to the swimming pool at the hotel. A number of other tourists also left the beach with them. Then it was as if the entire sea had come out after them. I was screaming, Run! The family took refuge in the third floor of the hotel. The buildings withstood the surge of the three tsunami waves. If they had stayed on the beach, they would not have been alive. The Smiths later met other tourists who had lost entire families. Thanks to Tilly and her geography lesson, they had been forewarned. Tilly went back to her school in England and told her classmates her terrifying tale. Now, the story which is there of a girl, it is about the Smith family that they went to. They actually belong to Southeast England and they were celebrating the Christmas at a beach resort in the southern Thailand, that is at the Phuket beach. So, Tilly Smith was a 10-year-old schoolgirl and her sister was 7 years. These are the two siblings and their parents' names are Penny and Colin Smith. So, on 26th December 2004, when the deadly tsunami waves are on their way, that means tsunami is going to occur on that day. Before that only, they had been triggered by a massive earthquake of northern Sumatra earlier that morning. That same morning of 26 December, they known about, they were very much aware of the earthquake which was caused in the northern Sumatra that morning. Now, what happened is the water was swelling and kept coming in. Penny Smith remembered the beach was getting smaller and smaller. I didn't know what was happening. Here, actually, Penny is the girl parent was talking about that the water was swelling. That means the water was becoming size was becoming bigger and bigger here, and it was kept coming in. It was kept coming towards the land part area, and the beach which was there, what they are saying that the beach was started looking smaller and smaller, slowly because of the water waves which was coming over there. Now, but Tully Smith sensed that something was wrong. When they were on the beach celebrating Christmas, this little girl, 10-year-old girl, Tilly Smith, what she sensed that something was going wrong over there, and her mind kept going back to a geography lesson, and she was continuously thinking about the geography lesson which was taught by her geography teacher just 2 weeks before they flew to Thailand. Now, what she saw in that actually, that how the tsunami occurs, because the teacher has shown them the video of the tsunami which happens in the Hawaiian island in 1946, and as per her observation, what she saw that how the movements happens in the waves, that the waves started to form foam, they started to form bubbles and the whirlpools over there. So she remembered that video and same kind of a changes she saw over there, she observed over there. When she realized that, she started to scream at her family to back or get off the beach. She talked about an earthquake under the sea. She got more and more hysterical. Now, when Tilly Smith realized the condition of the ocean, the movement of the wave, what she sensed that now the earthquake is going to happen in the ocean. So she started screaming, and she was telling the people to get off the beach to her family. She was doing it, and hysterically, it was mentioned. Hysterically means, continuously in a very loud sound. She was screaming the people to get off the beach because she knows that something is going wrong. So her mother didn't know what is tsunami actually, but seeing her children being so, seeing her daughter being so fried, being so scared, what they decided that, what they felt that something is wrong and must be going on. So what the girl parent did, they took their children away from that beach, and they to the swimming pool at the hotel. And then the number of other tourists also, they also left the beach after this, knowing this. Then it was as if that the entire sea had come out after them. I was screaming, run. So when they were running out of that beach, when they were trying to save their lives, so it was what they were felt that, the water wave was coming in such a way that the waves was following them and they behind them only. So the people were screaming that time to run. The family took refuge. The family took refuge, in a sense, the family took a shelter, or trying to save them, trying to look for a safer place. And what they did, in the third floor of the hotel, they took a refuge in the third floor of the hotel. But unfortunately, the building which was there, it was, surge of three tsunami waves. Surge means, the force of the three tsunami waves came over there, but still the building withstood. That means the building didn't collapse, the building didn't fall down. It was as it is. So these people are very lucky and fortunate enough. If they had stayed on the beach, they would not have been alive. Now, if the Smith family was on the beach only, enjoying the Christmas party, they would not have been alive. Since the girl realized the condition and she started screaming, and she saved the people life in this way. The Smith later met other tourists who had lost entire families. Thanks to Tilly and her geography lesson, they had been forewarned. Tilly went back to her school in England and told her classmates her terrifying tale. So, many people, after the tsunami, when the girl father met to many tourists, so what they said, that they lost their family members in this incident. And the people, those who survived, they were very thankful to Tilly because of her decision and because of her sense that she realized that something is wrong. And in this way, the girl was able to save many people life. Now when the girl went back to her country, that is in England, so in her school also she discussed with the people about the incident. Now again, one more comprehension check they have given here is to answer the following in a phrase or a sentence. Whatever the question they ask, you have to answer in a small way. Phrase means a group of words, or in a proper small sentence you have to answer these questions. Now, why did Tilly's family come to Thailand? Why did Tilly's family come to Thailand? Because they want to celebrate the Christmas over there on the beach. They came to Thailand. Now, what were the warning signs that both Tilly and her mother saw? What the warning signs? Tilly noticed that fo- uh, the wave started, the wave, slowly the water level was increasing, and the bubble was formed, and even the whirlpool was formed. So this was the warning sign for the girl to realize. Now, do you think Tilly's mother was alarmed by them? That you have to think and give the answer. Where had Tilly seen the sea behaving in the same strange fashion? Now, when Tilly actually in the Thailand on Phuket beach, she noticed the movement of the oceans which was happening. Apart from this, where she saw where she saw actually this kind of a movement. So where she saw in the video of the Hawaiian island in 1946, the tsunami which was occurred, and that video was shown by her geography teacher to her. Now the next question is, where did the Smith family and the others on the beach go to escape from the tsunami? So where they took the refuge? They took the refuge in a one hotel. How do you think her geography teacher felt when he heard about what Tilly had done in Phuket? Now, how the geography teacher will feel? So, what you think that how the geography teacher will feel when she knows that the video which she has shown to the children will remember that video and whatever the signs which are there, and she noticed the same signs, and because of that she was able to save many people life. So how the teacher was feeling in this situation. Now the third story which is there. Now before moving to the third story, one picture was given over there. You can see a boy sitting alone with his dog, pet dog which was there. When do you think this picture was taken? Now, did you know that very few animals actually died in the tsunami? It's a shocking thing to know. Thousands of people lost their life, and only very few animals lost their life. The ratio was There was a vast difference between the ratio of the human beings to who die and the animals who died. Now, hardly few animals die in this. Now, look carefully at the picture of the boy and his dog and try to describe the things that you see using just words and phrases. Either the teacher or one of the students can write down the words and phrases on the blackboard. This is how you can start. Calm blue sea dash ruin hurts dash. Now, before the giant waves slammed into the coast in India and Sri Lanka, wild and domestic animals seemed to know what was about to happen. They fled to safety, according to eyewitness accounts. Elephants screamed and ran for higher ground. Dogs refused to go outdoors. Flamingos abandoned their low lying breeding areas, and zoo animals rushed into their shelters and could not be enticed to come back out. Many people believe that animals possess a sixth sense and know when the earth is going to shake. Some experts believe that animals' more acute hearing helps them to hear or feel the earth's vibration. They can sense an approaching disaster long before humans realize what's going on. Now, what they are talking about is about the story of India, coastal areas of India and Sri Lanka. Now, before the giant waves hit to those parts of the Sri Lanka and the coastal areas of India, southern coastal part of India, that is near the Tamil Nadu coastal area, which was talking about. So before that, what happened, that what the people observe over there, that many animals, the wild and the domestic animals, they know, I think they know about that what is going to happen. That's why they were started moving for the safety. According to eyewitness accounts means the people, those who were actually observing the movements of the animals, what they said, that elephants started screaming and run for higher ground. And before the tsunami comes, the elephant, they started screaming, they were started making the sound, and they were trying to move from there for a big place where they can be safe. Even the dog refused to go outdoors at that time. Flamingos abandoned their low laying breeding areas. Flamingo abandoned means they left their low laying breeding areas, and zoo animals rushed into their shelters and could not be enticed to come back out. And even the animals which was kept in the zoo, they also try to move into their shelters only. They are not interested to in coming uh, out of their shelters only. Now, many people believe that animals possess a sixth sense and know when the earth is going to shake. Some experts believe that animals' more acute hearing helps them to hear or feel the earth's vibration. They can sense an approaching disaster long before humans realize what's going on. So, what the many people believe, that animals have the sixth sense. That if before that only they get an alarm, that they know about it, that something is going wrong, and they started moving. They started try to move for the safer places. Now, we cannot be sure whether animals have a sixth sense or not, but the fact is that the giant waves that rolled through the Indian Ocean killed more than 150,000 people in a dozen countries, but not many animals have been reported dead. Now, what the people were saying that we cannot say that the animals have a sixth sense, but the ratio of the animals who died and the human beings who died, there is a vast difference, and it shows that the animals came to know about it earlier only. That's why they were moving to the safer place. 150,000 people died because of the tsunami, and hardly few animals which were there along India's Cuddler coast. Cuddler coast is actually a coastal area of Tamil Nadu in India where thousands of people perished. Perished means they all died, they all swept away with the water. Buffaloes, goats, and dogs were found unharmed. Just imagine human beings and these are buffaloes, goats, and dogs. These are the domestic animals. They were living along with the human beings. But that time, only the human beings suffered, and the animals were as it is. They were not getting harmed by anything. They all were alive. Now, the Yala National Park in Sri Lanka is home to a variety of animals, including elephants, leopards, and 130 species of birds. 60 visitors were washed away from the Petangala beach inside the park. Now, the national park, which is there in Sri Lanka, is the home to a varieties of animals and different kinds of elements, leopards, and other 130 species of birds were there. All were as it is. 60 visitors were washed away from the Petangala beach inside the park. But no animal carcasses were found except for two water buffaloes. What they are saying that 60 visitors, 60 people washed away because of the sea wave, those who came to that beach inside the park. Inside that national park only one beach was there, and there 60 people washed away. But the animals, no animal carcasses were found. No animal carcasses means the dead bodies of the animals were not found over there except for two water buffaloes in that national park where the so many animals and everything is there. Different kind of a species of 130 species of birds are there, elephants are there, leopards are there, but only two water buffaloes died over there in the tsunami. And the 60 people, see the vast difference in the ratio, two animal and 60 people, how much difference. That means somewhere we come to know that the animal have the sixth sense which make them realize, and they move to the safer place. About an hour before the tsunami hit, people at Yala National Park had observed three elephants running away from the Patanangala beach. Now, what the people observed, those who were present over there in that beach of the national park, what they observed that the elephants which are there, among them the three elephants which are there, just 1 hour before the tsunami came, they were the elephants were trying to run away from there. They just want to move away from there, and they want to move to a safer place to save themselves. This was actually observed by the eyewitnesses over there. Now, one more, the last story which is there is of a Sri Lankan gentleman who lives on the coast near Gele. Said his two dogs would not go for their daily run on the beach. They are usually excited to go on this outing, he said, but on that day they refused to go and most probably saved his life. And another incident of animal having sixth sense is shown over here, that one man of Sri Lanka, what he was saying that he was living near the coastal areas, and he is having two dogs, and every day his two dogs likes to go for the walk on the beach, to run on the beach. But that day they were not excited to go on the beach only for the outing, they just want to be at their home only. The dog actually refused to go, and this way they saved their life also, and even the owner life also, this way they saved. So all these are the stories which we saw about the people, those who are the eyewitness, the survivor, the courageous people in the tsunami of 2000, of the tsunami in on December 26 December 2004, which occurs the tsunami which hits most of the part of Asia, including Thailand, Andaman Nicobar Island, and even the coastal area of Tamil Nadu, where this incident happened. Now, first, again, we are going to do a quick revision of the lesson. First, we will see what is tsunami. Tsunami is what? Actually, a earthquake which happens in the oceans. When the layers of the ocean started moving up and down, the earthquake occurs, and because of that, what happened? The water level increases, and the water comes tries to come out of enter started entering in the land area, and many people suffer because of that. Because of the force of the water, many people face the problem, and we saw the different stories of the people. First story we saw of the manager, how he lost his family in that incident. Again, next we saw the story of Sanjeev, a policeman from the Cashel Island, both from the same island of Nicobar. This brave man, he almost saved his life, saved the life of his wife and even the daughter also. But being a policeman, when it comes to his duty, when he saw the people suffering and when the people seek for the help, he rushed actually, and he jumped into the water and he tried to save the life, but unfortunately he also washed away in the water. Now the other incident which we saw of a 13-year-old girl, Meghna, how 2 days she spent over there floating on the wooden door on the ocean only, where everybody, her family and 77 other people, they all washed away in the water. But that girl, with a lot of courage, she still there only, she was floating on that wooden door only, and she was able to save her life in that way. Now next story we saw of the girl Almaz Javed, she belongs to Port Blair, and how this incident affects her, that she was in a full surprise shock, because she lost everybody in this incident. Her father, grandfather, mother, aunt, only she was remaining in the family. So for Almas it was a very hard painful incident, and she don't want to remember that incident again in her life, and she don't want to discuss with anybody about this incident only, because she lost everybody of her family in this incident. This all we saw the story of the Andaman and Nicobar Island. Now apart from the Indian islands, we will see the story of the other countries also where this tsunami occurs. First is the Phuket beach of Thailand, where a small girl, she tried to she was able to save the life of many people, those who were present on the beach. Just being a 10-year-old girl, she know what is tsunami because she has saw the video of a Hawaiian tsunami which happens in 1946, and it was just 2 weeks before coming to Thailand, so everything was fresh in her mind. And when they were celebrating the Christmas and when they were on the beach, she realized the same movement happening in the ocean also. Then she got frightened, she got afraid, she got very scared about it, and she started screaming over there and telling the people to run away from that beach. She was started screaming hysterically, that means continuously screaming for the people to run away from there when they are afraid. So when the parents realize the condition of the girl, they move away from there along with her 7-year-old sister also, and they took a refuge in a one hotel at the third floor. There also the waves hit the building of that hotel, but fortunately they are luckier enough to get their life saved, because uh, the tsunami waves which are there, it hits, it tries to uh, try to collapse the building, but the building didn't collapse because of the force of the waves, and it was still over there, and in this way the family life was saved. Those the people, those who listened to the girl, and when they realized the seriousness of the situation, those people also run away from there, so those people life also gets saved. But after the incident, when the girl father talked to the other people, what he came to know, that the many people lost their life in this, those who were present on the beach. So this way, because of her information, when she saw the video of the tsunami, This was helpful for her to save the life of the. When she went back to England, she talked to her classmates and discussed the incident also about this how she saved the life of many people. Now the third part of the lesson which we saw is about the animals. Actually more it was trying to focus. It is about the Sri Lanka and India, how the domestic animals started behaving at this time before this tsunami occurs. So this shows that the animal also possesses a sixth sense which make them realize the seriousness of the situation and they run away from there. This is all about tsunami which we saw. In our next class we are going to discuss the question answer and we'll start with the next poem also. Till then, go through the lesson and must read the lesson thoroughly. Thank you.